Welcome, Nina, for your soul.
Thank you, Fab.
Welcome to Higher Frequency, the reasoning. I'm so happy to see you in such a very, very long time.
Very long time.
We start with ginger shots. I'm sure you've seen already. So this is from Exoticas, and he actually got us a really nice beet drink and stuff like
Wow.
that. Very different. So
Yeah.
he feels out the energy,
Yeah.
and so he filled you out, and this is what he chose.
Thank
And so
you.
we start off with ginger shots to nourish our minds and our bodies before we get right into all the good stuff for your soul.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Okay, now I'm ready.
Woo, he put cayenne. I forgot to tell him don't do that.
But it's good. It's very good.
Woo. So we're gonna
Very,
wash
very
it down with some beet juice. There's more. There's other stuff in here. Fruits in here. I believe lime is in here too, just to like quench it. He gave me a picture of it, but obviously I'm not gonna pull out my phone.
It looks very good and refreshing.
And rootsy, because you represent the womb and the roots, and we're gonna talk about it. So cheers to you. Thank you, Exoticas.
Thank you, Exoticas. Exoticas is a place too that I came across. Actually, my partner came across Exoticas.
Bring it.
And I know that what he does it from a great heart. So I know this right here is going straight to the heart.
Big time. And then, this is called the reasoning. So we just bounce back on what we're speaking of in the moment. So since we're on Exoticas, you found me through Exoticas. I mean, we knew each other already.
Right. But I found you
then-
again.
Yes, yes. years later. And tell me how. So you tapped into Exoticas already, or you just follow Exoticas?
I tapped into Exoticas because I was in the process at that time starting a workshop that calls Tea and Plant. I actually partner up with my partner for that one. And it's a workshop that focuses on herbs and planting. You know how they tell you, you take care of your plant, you take care of your life. So I wanted to create something where people can come together and really communicate and dive into what herbs can do what and why must we plant. So Exoticas was that first place that I had this workshop at. So it's very dear, and I think it was a great experience for both of us too. So, and ever since then, we do this workshop again, and we're actually having our next one in June. So I look forward
so make
to you
sure
being
you
there.
see how we're connected. This is
Yeah.
amazing because
Yeah.
Exoticas is my sponsor. He's been my sponsor throughout this whole entire year that I've been doing Higher Frequency.
Wow.
So I'm so thankful.
Yeah.
And full circle, when you told me that, I was like, wow, Nina, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
And so before now, you gave me a massage
I
a couple
did.
days ago.
I did.
We're gonna go right into it. I couldn't wait to talk about this massage to the people because I mean, no shade to anybody that's done massages to me before me, because I love all the massages, especially as the family knows, Aya Spa is someone that I go to all the time, which
Nice.
I'm gonna introduce you to her. When you came in, I knew it was going to be different because I saw the fae. I saw
Yeah.
the vein.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. But did you know what you were expecting?
Not at all. I
at
just,
all.
a massage,
Got
just
it.
ready for a massage. But when I saw that you came with the cuvette,
You knew what time it was.
exactly, right?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, gosh, I want to get right into it. I cried, you guys. I cried. But before I talk about the tears, I want to talk about the feeling. And this was one of the first times that I felt a very unique, and I was prepared from what I saw, how you entered.
Yeah.
So I was prepared to feel something very ancestral the moment that I saw you in person coming up, to do it. Just how the things you were carrying. And then I know you as, roots
Right.
and ancestral and Haitian
Yeah.
and all the things. So when I saw you, it was just like a ding, ding, ding. It wasn't like, and I didn't think of it before. It was just the moment I saw you and I
Yeah.
knew.
It was your soft
And
reminder.
girl,
It was your soft reminder. And
wow.
I think one of the reasons that I truly love doing this is, you know how some people, you have to go out and you have to purchase certain talents, you have to purchase certain gifts, and some people are truly born with it. So to be honest with you, I've been massaging ever since I was a child. It's just along the way as I'm adulting, I kind of like forgot about it until a couple of years ago when I was expending for your soul, and I had this gravitation towards touch, palpation. And it's until then I remembered, wait, my grandparents were my first clients. Wait, I was doing this since I was 10, since I was 11. And I think overall, when you really are able to kind of do the work within yourself, not even kind of, like do the work, God and whatever walk with you will remind you of your power. And for me, I think because this is a safe space, we can be honest. It took me a while to find my purpose. It took me a while to find what elevates me. Like, what is it that I can do that I love to do and I don't have to feel like it's a job? And for your soul, what I created before I made it available to anyone, it was first available for me and to me. You see what I mean?
Yes,
So
yes.
the massage is one of the things that it's very dear to me. Very, very dear to me. And I believe in the work. And I've seen the work. And I am seeing the work. And I'm growing as well with the work, you see? So touching you, I knew it was going to be different. And I can say when I was finished, I don't know if you noticed, but I went and I sat down on the mat. And that's the first time that ever happened to me. Because I
Wow.
felt like it was such a big energetic force taking place,
Yes.
but something so beautiful.
Right,
Because in
right.
the beginning, I was at ease and I'm watching you. I'm watching you find your comfort because you're going back and forth.
Yeah.
Then you start moving your body, right? You're trying to find your, because already you could tell it's different. But for me, it didn't hit me till the end. And that's why I said, okay, let me sit. Let me sit and recircle and say thank you for this session. So yeah, I'll say to that.
Wow.
And I look forward to more.
Wow. So I noticed that you sat when I opened my eyes. So you know how when you're done with the session and it's time to get up, and of course, the therapist says,
Yeah.
take your time. But you said like lay back down if you want to, because I was getting up,
Yeah.
and I followed that instinct energetically, laid back down.
Yeah.
So I didn't know where you were. I felt you. And interesting that you brought that up because I visualized you right next to my feet, just there. I felt that you were in an energetic flow too,
Right.
without touching me.
Right.
But like I felt you here at my root.
Of course.
And so I do remember when I opened my eyes and I saw you in the corner in Lotus, I was like, wow.
And I think the soul, when you are dealing with strong character, you know when you come across another strong character.
True.
So when you have two beautiful forces that comes together to produce something, what you produce out of that sometimes it's required for you to sit down.
Girl.
You see what I mean? So it wasn't, that's what I tell to people. It's not only like I'm making you feel good.
Yeah.
I have to also feel like, okay, this was effective.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
yeah.
to also feel what you feel like that. And sometimes when you quickly think about it, you're just coming from a whole experience for an hour. And you are not in control of where your mind is going to go. That's why sometimes people sleep. That's why sometimes people cry. Because again, your body is that reservoir that stores all of your frequency. And frequency can be up and it can be down. And sometimes when we speak of frequency, we always think about it's always up.
Right.
But
True.
we need it to be down in order to go back up. So you need
Girl.
both to be able to elevate.
Yes.
So I think massage is one of these things that takes you down to go back up.
Oh my gosh, I wish I heard you say this after the session because remember when I was like, I gotta go train after this?
Yes. What did you end up doing?
Working out, I should have never. That
Yeah?
was like my first time regretting.
Really?
Yeah, because you know I'm about my fitness.
Yeah.
But like, even when like sometimes like, you know what I mean? Like you don't want to do it and then you do it and then you're proud of yourself for doing it. This was the very first time in my life that I was not happy that I did the
Why? Is it
workout
because you
I
feel like
should
your
have kept
body
it.
was-
I just should have kept it. And I
Yeah.
was telling myself the whole time, like I was sitting in the car, like, girl, no,
Yeah.
don't do this workout. Like it felt like a workout. Like my body was already like pulsating. You know what I mean? So that was like the very first time that I ever regretted, like, you know what I mean? Because the moment I was just like, you know what? Like I should have sat down. I should have sat with myself more because it was so intentional with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You could just the intention behind your touch and what you present. I just and then mixed with me and my feeling and the
Right.
release and the crying and it
Right.
was nonstop crying. Cried the next day.
Yeah.
Cried. And then I was just like going
You
through
probably
this whole
haven't cried in a
process.
while.
Yeah, but it was funny because I told you, you know, I
Right.
got readings and I had a reading done and that's what he said to me. He was like, "Oh, you need to let out a big cry." He said it just like, "You need to let
Yeah.
out a big cry." And I'm like, "Word, I know I do."
Yeah.
You know? And so I was happy that that's what came from it. You
Right.
know? And for you to name your business For Your Soul is just like bold and aware.
Right. Right. Because you still deal with people and people have opinions and people have facts, but opinion and facts, are they really different from one another? What are facts based on? And what are opinions based on? So sometimes when someone sees For Your Soul, they might take it very enlightening and they might take it like the soul. Why the soul? Why so deep? But like I said before, it became available to anyone else. It was for my soul. It's almost as it's selfish in a way.
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm giving you a taste of my world. You're not giving me a taste of your world. I'm bringing you into my world type of way. Do you see? And whoever gravitate will gravitate and who don't won't.
Yes.
So For Your Soul is that my personal trademark of my own life, you know?
Whoa, girl.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And everything that I'm doing are things that I craved. I
It's
crave
from your soul.
Right.
Yeah, you know, and straight from the sacred space.
Right.
You know, our sacral chakra, which, you know, you massage that part of me.
Right.
You know, and that was my first time getting a massage like that. And you asked me first. And when I said sure, I was just more of like, give me whatever you're giving me. You know what I mean? Whatever. That's where my mind was like,
Right.
yeah, if it's a stomach massage, then it's a stomach massage. Let's do it. You know? And wow, you know? And so you mentioned something, and you let me know if that's okay, because you mentioned something about wrapping your womb, and you know when to wrap your womb and when not to wrap your womb when you're
Right.
doing womb massages. And so this one specifically, energetically, spiritually, you were told not to wrap
Right.
your womb.
Right.
So explain what that means.
I think reality is before you do whatever energetic workforce that you do, before you see someone, you kind of like, you don't study them because you're not next to them to study them, but you could literally look at somebody's picture and feel vibrations. You could literally go to someone's page. If I'm going to do a client, it is my right to see, okay, who's the idea of you? Because I'll never really know who that person is. But the idea that they show and what I feel when I look at you, I'll know. And I don't have to look at you in a way of negativity, no. But I can look at you and say, oh, wow, you need a lot of work. So now, how do I protect myself? How do I protect my head? And even if I don't wear, let's say, something that's wrapping my stomach, but there's a crystal in my pocket. There's jewelries on my stomach for a reason, because one thing about energy, it is very much transferable.
Right.
That's why if you go in a room right now and you see a room full of sad people, you will be sad. That's why if you go in a room and you see unproductive people, you will become unproductive.
Real
So
talk.
when you are able to detect energy, it is your right to protect yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. So for you, because I believe you already are on a path where you do a lot of work within yourself. You educate the community. First of all, to be a leader in the community, it's not something that happened overnight. It takes a lot of healing. It takes a lot of falling down. It takes a lot of tears people don't see. It takes a lot of getting up even when your body don't want to. So because I was able to recognize that force, I knew to, okay, what I needed to do. It wasn't about protecting myself at that moment because there was nothing for me to protect myself from.
Wow. Wow, girl.
It was just whatever God and spirits called us to do, it was just obeying to that. It's not everybody that I touch, I'm necessarily touching them because I'm taking away something negative. First of all, I don't even see myself that way.
Right.
I don't see myself, I'm going to you to take something negative off of you. I'm not God.
Right.
No, I'm just a bridge between you and the medicine. That's it. I'm just a teacher to you about the medicine. And what the medicine is what you will feel because what you feel is what's going to tingle you to say, I want to know more. I want to learn more. I want to do more for myself. But I don't ever see myself that way.
Wow.
You know? And our culture, as beautiful as it is, but it might come off that way.
True. A lot of times it does come off that way. You're right. You're right. But we as the leaders, we know what we're doing. We as the, the ones that reciprocate and receive and then give and then receive again, which is the infinite sign of us. We know the truth. We know that it's just enhancing the light. It's just enhancing ourselves. And that's why a lot of release came out of me. And I believe that's why I cried. I've never cried ever in a
I hear
massage.
that a lot.
Yeah, I've never cried
And
before.
I'm so glad. Like, I get so humble. Like, I can't get cocky. I get humble because I'm constantly praying too. God, help me be better at this. Help me really, really be better at this because when I'm better at this, I'm not only better at it for myself, but I'm better for my community. You see what I mean?
Yes.
So when someone can let you in up close and personal, I can only be humble.
Right.
Because that's your something sacred that you're giving me that openness to enter. I
Yes.
cannot take advantage of that. I can only protect that and guard that and guide that. You see what I mean? So I work very intentional. Sometimes I say no to massages.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up next because it triggered a memory while you were talking that when I told you I wanted to tell some people about you, you were like, I got to feel them out or see what's up first before you say yes. And I thought that was amazing because instantly it's a job. Like, you know what I mean? It's a job. Like, people want to book you as a massage therapist and then you get booked as a massage therapist and that's it. So I thought it was very interesting and beautiful at the same time that you pick and choose so you know that the spiritual abundance is more important.
Right.
That's what I took from it.
Yes. And you took it right because at the end of the day, what's meant to be for you will be you. One cannot make me richer or poorer.
I love that.
Maybe me saying no, it's because I'm not what that person needs.
Wow.
Maybe the person needs something completely different from what I provide.
Wow.
It's not every work that's your work. That's
True.
why we have a pack. There's a lot of us that does great work out here. So if it's beyond my scope, or maybe if it's not attractive to me, I can help you find the right
Yeah,
person.
of course. There's work for everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I believe in that. I believe in that a whole lot.
That's
a whole lot.
amazing.
And that comes from falling a lot too.
Yes, of course.
Right. It comes from understanding what trust is. It comes from understanding when you are gifted. And it comes from understanding that you have to protect yourself a whole different type of way that people won't understand. And it is not your job to over explain. I know who I am because of the time that I spent with
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
So that's why today, no matter what it is that I go through, I know I can overcome it
Wow.
because I've seen the darkest of the darkest. That's why I can be able to spread the little light that I spread. Because till then, I don't think I spread a whole big of light. But
Yeah.
I just feel like that little light is going to have a whole impact, you know?
I knew the reasoning, this reasoning was going to be very
I
powerful.
prayed
I
on it
knew
too
it.
before I wrote you.
I was like, I'm really excited for this
Yeah.
conversation because I knew from just the connection, I knew that this was going to be gems for people to take in and really get to know what this practice really is, you
Yeah.
know? And so, can you tell the people about the leaves? You know, I know in our culture we say "fae."
Faye.
Yes.
And you know, you brought that up. The people started calling this a bain feuille. I always
Yeah.
called it un massage ak feuille because I grew up in Haiti and I remember the elders. Anytime you were feeling poor in your body, anytime someone got into a car crash or after birth, the elders always brought out leaves. And when you go back and you do your history, you will see that every medication that you are taking has the base of a herb in it.
Yep.
So
Wow.
for me, because I know the frequency of herb and the spiritual aspect and the medicinal aspect, I wanted to be able to provide a different type of body touch. At first, I didn't have this all planned out. I didn't write, I didn't take out a pen and a book and no, I just listened to spirit's voice. So whatever it is that you see that I offer, it's given to me by spirit. Even when it came to herbs, I didn't know that I was going to do massage with herbs. It's when I started doing massage and spirit said, hey, you need to add herbs. And because I was already involved in herbs, I knew, okay, I see why. Because you want it to have the same effect on the people like it does to me. And I'm someone who takes spiritual bath a lot because I love it. I love it. So for me, putting the herbs in was more on a spiritual aspect. So using physical touch and merging it with spiritual. Why? Because again, everything you go through, happiness, breakup, sadness, jealousy, enviness, you react to that. You react to that. So where does it go? Here. That's why when you have a heartbreak, the first place that sinks is your stomach.
Yeah.
It's not your heart. You feel that after
Yeah.
because it communicates. So
Exactly.
there's a herb, there's a plant for every part of your body.
Wow. Wow. I mean,
Right. If I want to do a womb massage, I would want to focus on using the herb of rue. You see what I
Yes,
mean?
yes.
If you have a lot of knots, if you have a lot of stagnant energy, I would want to use mango. Why? Because it helps with circulation. But everything that's medicinal is also spiritual.
of course.
So if I'm doing a medicinal work to the body, I'm also doing a spiritual work to the body. That's the thing. I don't think there's a
Yeah,
separation
of course
between
not.
them.
Wow. Like, that makes all the sense, you know?
Right.
And that's why we were doing it with that. When I say we,
Mm-hmm.
us in our culture and the Haitian culture, or even go further, the African culture,
Right.
which is ancestral, of course, we've taken on that knowledge. And sometimes, like, the knowledge gets disappeared, but we're just still doing it,
Right.
you know? Kind of like libations when
Right.
people are like, I'm going to pour it
Right.
out to the homies, but you're not realizing that it came from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And so innately it came back to you.
Right.
And so you accepted it, you received it.
Right.
And listen, the way you were doing it was amazing because I didn't fall asleep. And honestly, I don't really like falling asleep when I get a massage because I feel
Yeah.
like then I don't feel it. Like I get it and I'm
Right.
like, oh, it feels amazing. I
Right.
guess it was so good that I fell asleep.
Yeah.
But you don't feel it. I don't know. You don't feel it. You just wake up and you're like, thank you. And I'm thankful. I'm always thankful. You know what I mean? Because I just had an amazing sleep.
Yeah.
But like with yours, it was just like I felt it and I wanted to feel it. I
Yeah.
wanted to feel the release. I wanted to feel the pounds. And, you know, you were pounding, not pounding hard, but pounding in the most gentle, but like hard. But it's hard to explain.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so
And
hard to
throughout the
explain.
process, your body is also speaking to you.
Yes, yes.
Your body is also speak. That's why when I told you lay back down, you laid back down. That's why afterwards you said, "Hey, I should have stayed."
Yeah.
Why? Because the whole time your body was already telling you stay. That's why
Yeah.
when you asked me, I said, "Listen to your body," because it's not my decision now. It's
Right, right,
your
right.
decision to
Right.
know how you want to cultivate that
I
or how
should
you want to
never.
disperse that.
I was the worst. It was the worst workout session ever. Like, I had to tell my trainer,
Why?
like, I'm ready to go, but he wasn't. I didn't tell him why. So
Right.
you know what trainers do? They're
Right.
like, pick up the dumbbell.
Right. Right.
And that's basically what he
Right.
did. And I was just like, okay.
But you could
I
still,
got through it though. I got through
yes,
it.
that's what I was gonna say. You got through it, and you could still use that energetic
Right.
transfer. You know, because some messages came up for you. That's why you released. So use whatever message that you receive throughout this session from your body. You listen to it, and you do what you must do with that feeling, whether you want it to become a reality or not. You know, and only
yes.
you will know because
Yes.
only you know
You
what
did
you
give
felt.
me that choice. Yes, yes, yes.
So
And
yeah.
so there's other things that you do besides the massages.
I do.
And we're going to talk about the music.
Oh God.
I know it's like you're not really doing it.
You
but like
know?
before that, before we get into the music, because it's like you said it and I was like, oh, yes. That's how I knew of you
Right,
first
right.
through your music.
But you know, I can't remember how we met.
So I don't remember specifically, but I know you had an event. And I loved that event. You know, it was a very nice event. It was at, it's not there anymore, but
Naomi Gardens?
No, it was in Midtown.
The backyard, I think.
Yes,
Something
the-
like
yes,
that. The
yes,
yard.
the yard.
Got it.
Yes, that was a
Got
great
it.
spot.
That's
That was
how
a
we
poppin'
met.
spot.
Okay.
Well, no, I think we met a little before that because you invited me to it.
Got it.
And I think probably on social media or something
Yeah.
like that. And I remember that event because I do remember a few of my friends that,
Yeah.
you know, were dear to me or are dear to me. One of my friends that I had a really deep conversation
Yeah.
with him there.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget that event because of it. He passed away a couple,
Wow.
I want to say like last year.
Wow.
And I don't know why it's that specific time, your event,
Yeah.
when we had such a deep conversation, you know, stays in my memory with him. And so, yeah, you were singing.
Yeah.
You were singing, but not only were you singing, you put on the event.
Yeah.
You brought other singers.
And I was coming from Haiti.
Yep.
At that time, I lived in Haiti, and it was the first time that I was doing an event here. So that event, I used to do it in Haiti, actually with my sister.
Amazing.
And it had to do with poetry and music and highlighting businesses as well, which as well, I know that you have Protect Your Heart, right?
Protect Your Heart
That's coming up on the 23rd.
423.
Yeah,
423
yes.
every year.
And I see that highlighting businesses as well. It's one of the things that you guys have.
You're
going on there.
good. You're
Of course
paying
I do.
attention, girl.
Everybody pays attention, Fabi. Don't listen to them. Everybody sees, girl. Everybody's looking. That's what I tell people all the time.
True.
So, yeah, and it was a really great chapter in my life because, you know, at times when you're in the process of doing things and you don't know that God is literally getting you ready for bigger things.
Oh, yes.
So at that time, I didn't understand the work that I was really involving myself in. I just saw it as what it was for the moment, as it is. But in reality, God was really just paving the route for me to dive in deeper. Because from there, I'm able to do other types of events that I gravitate in a different way. You see what I mean? So that's just like it was a crucial memory for you. It will always be a crucial memory for me because, mind you, I'm a young girl. I live in Haiti, and I'm communicating with everybody online,
Right.
using social media, making it happen.
You did a great
literally
job.
online.
Yeah.
So it kind of like reminded me at that moment that wow, like sky is really the limit. You could go anywhere. You could go to New York. You could go to Italy. You know, so that's why I really love that aspect too, because that was like the beginning of something new
Yeah.
that I was creating.
Yeah. And then from there you had a brick and mortar. Yeah. You had a space.
From there, actually, I from there, then I continued living in Haiti for many years, and then I moved back here. And then when I moved back here, after like a year, then I had a physical place, and it was really great. We had yoga, we had the whole thing.
Right.
Womb work, we did a lot of womb work as well. Women that were suffering from menopause, women that were rape victims, women that had infection issues, fertility issues. So it was going great. And that's because this is such a vulnerable space. That space for me was everything. Let me tell you. And the day I had to give back that space was so hard because I didn't understand. I thought I was doing God's work.
Right. Right. Right.
And again, God was just preparing me for bigger things.
Right. Right. Right.
And
Always.
I remember giving back that key. I didn't even properly grieve that space because I had to continue being on the go. I didn't have the time to grieve that space. And the reason it hurted me so much is because I thought I was in the process of building something, and it just cut through. And I didn't understand what God was trying to tell me. I didn't understand what spirits were trying to tell me, because sometimes you have to quiet down the noise in order to hear. And once I did, I really understood. God, again, was getting me ready for the bigger blessings. And after that, I don't ever dream of, I'm never going to say never, but a couple of years ago, my big thing was having a physical space, having a
Right.
shop. That was my obsession. But now I just want more and more and more lands. I
There
don't
you
I don't
go.
wanna I wanna build it.
Yes.
So I feel like my mindset when I had that space is so different from now. Who I am when I had that space is different from now because we're forever elevating. So the blessings that I have now, I had to go through that in order to be able to handle the blessing that I have now. And I think if I didn't, then I wouldn't be able to be here. Do you see what I
sense.
mean?
Yes.
And I am a landowner, and I'm proud. And for me now, all I keep dreaming about is more acres, you know? So that blessing come from a different type of loss. I had to lose to understand what I can gain.
Yep.
And when I understood that, the higher power gave me more than I could have ever imagined.
Wow. Wow.
And even me, sometimes I look at me and I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how you do it, you know? Like, how do you do it?
And you speak it, your articulation, like you're so articulate.
You think so? Thank
Yes,
you.
like you're not stuttering, like it is in you. Like you
Yeah.
can tell like everything that you're saying is authentic, it's real, you feel it, you're connected to it, and so it's just flowing out your mouth. It's just flowing out of your vibration and like letting the people hear like this is big, this is beautiful, this is strong, this is now.
Yeah.
And right now, having land
Yeah.
is important.
Very.
And the fact that you chose to do that, I'm on that same vibe. You know, like
Yeah.
I have my daughter's father, big up to him. He's
Beautiful.
amazing. And he just got land in Africa.
Nice.
He's building,
Wow.
like, you know what I mean? And it's just,
Congratulations.
it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. And I support it and I'm so
Yeah.
happy. And
Yeah.
he's just always showing what he's building. You know
The
what I
new
mean?
wave.
It's like amazing. And, you know, that's what it is right now. You
Yeah.
got to do it. So for you to have your mind on that, that is bigger than a location,
Of
you know,
course.
because if there is something that needs to be done, you're part of the humility, you're
Right.
part of the peace, you're part of the change.
Right.
So that might just be the headquarters.
Right. And I tell people all the time, business is ghetto. Like, besides doing the actual part that you really like sink into, everything else is so ghetto because it's a bunch of paperwork.
Yeah,
It's-
like
I always
why?
tell people it's not fun. You get 1 hour of fun. So, and then I didn't want to pour from an empty cup. I wanted to feel full. And I knew that in order for me to feel full, I had to be standing on something that was mine. Something that when I feel down, I can roll my body on. Something where I have trees and I can hug. You know?
Beautiful girl.
If
Beautiful.
if I'm practicing this and I'm providing this, then where's my cave? What better place than your land? Your land will provide. On and on. You love your land will love you. You take care
Yes.
of your land. And manifestation. Manifestation because I always took care of my garden. I took care of my garden when it was a balcony. I took care of my garden when it was a patio. I took care of my garden whether it was small, whether it was big. And each time I was taking care of my garden, I said, I'm taking care of my garden because this is going to help me know how to take care of my land. So I
Wow.
knew it was going to take place. It was just an amount of time. And shout out to my partner as well because sometimes you can have great dreams. And it's very important who you have in your life, who you call partner, because when I mentioned this dream, it was more elevation. It was just
Wow.
like, yes, let's do
Let's do
this
it.
because now we can go bigger and better. You see what I mean?
Of course.
So that's one of the things that I'm very, very thankful that I have is this space because I imagine the greatness that's going to take place in that space. And I'm
Wow.
patient. I'm a Libra, so sometimes I'm not always
Yeah,
patient.
yeah, yeah.
But with this one, I'm patient. I said, okay, whatever you want, I want, spirit. So I'm learning to take my time with the land and flowing with it, actually. Not in
Beautiful.
a rush, but listening and flowing.
So, again, this is the reasoning. By the
Yes.
way, everything that she's talking about, all the things that you can tap into, finding her and stuff like that, the link will be in the bio. The link will be on the description. So you're
Sure.
going to see everything, social media, all of it. You're going to get to her. I just thought of a question I wanted to
Yeah.
ask random while you were speaking because this is the reasoning. What specific plants do you see yourself planting, and what are your favorite plants that
We talk about just medicinal plants
all of it,
or
all of it?
honestly, one of my things is I like to travel a lot. And one of the things that I said that I want to start doing when I travel is literally picking out exotic fruits that we don't find here. So that's one of the things that I want to tap in because fruits are very essential for our bodies. Could really tap in when it comes to the nutrient. But fruits are very expensive here. So fruits is one of the key things. Now, because I'm very much into the aspect of the body and the womb, a lot of the plants that I would want to plant or herbs or plants that are specifically for that, but still providing a variety. For example, almond. In my country, because a plant could be good for a specific thing, but it could also be good for five other things.
Right.
Right? So almond leaves are something that you can use in a massage, but almond leaves are very good for your respiratory system. They are very good for your blood pressure system. So those are the things that I would want to have, for example. Eucalyptus. Oh my God. The only place that I've ever came across a real eucalyptus tree is in Haiti.
Oh, I got
Yeah.
two of them that I'm gonna
Really?
show you. There's two eucalyptus
Wow.
trees that I go to. One of them is
Wow.
behind the Walgreens, and that I
Really?
I pick, and there's another one in Pembroke Pines. I'll take you
Wow.
directly to them.
Wow. I never knew that.
Yes.
Because that's something that every time I need the natural leaf, it's when people are coming from Haiti. And if they're coming, I would tell them to bring me some because I
Wow.
know from there I'll have the real natural ones. You
Yes.
see what I mean? Mango. Mango because it's one of my top leaf when it comes
Yes.
to the work. Rue, because it's very good with fertility and it's very good too with protection. Leaf of fire and leaf of life. I don't think it's leaf of fire. I think it's leaf of life.
Leaf of life.
In Haiti, it's called lugaou, and that one it's dear to me because I use it in bath. I use it in mop water. I use it in front of my door. So definitely a lot of herbs that I know I can use for spiritual use,
Yes.
and as well of giving back to the community. I know that my partner is very much into clothing, but with natural ways,
Sustainability.
right?
Yes.
So I know for sure cotton tree,
Cotton.
right? I own a cotton tree,
Wow.
guava, neem, all these essential
Yes.
things that we kind of just bypass, but we know that are very good for us as well. Lemon balm, one of the trees that I really, really love. Oregano. Oh, my
gosh,
God.
girlie, you're calling out a lot of things that
Yeah.
by leaf. I know by leaf too.
Yeah.
I'm very like an herbalist this way. Like I can go outside and tell you what this is, what that is. You're calling out a lot of things that are already here. If we just know what
Right.
the leaf is, because the fruit might not have been there, but when that's a star fruit tree, or
Right.
when that's a mango tree,
Right.
or obviously papaya tree and stuff. So I love that you mentioned Leaf of Life, because Leaf of Life is my favorite too. I'm just fascinated by
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
because the Leaf of Life, like I always put it to the test, with other people. I'm like, look at this, look
Yeah.
at what this leaf does.
Yep.
So you can pick the leaf,
Yep.
lay it down on your counter, and literally watch it
It'll
grow. Like
bloom.
it doesn't die.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yep.
die. It just
It's one
keeps
of
blooming.
the leaf, that we give a lot at the workshop because
It just keeps going.
It keeps going.
So imagine what it can do for your
Yeah.
body.
Yeah.
So I always put that together.
Yeah.
Like if this is full of life, leaf of life, it's supposed to be called that, because
And
it doesn't fade.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And they use it a lot too in the Spanish culture. It's not just in the Haitian culture.
Of course, of
Yeah.
course.
But I know in Haiti they call it lugao because it takes away the negativity. They say sometimes at nighttime that's when evil spirit kind of flows around. So it's always important to have a pot of that plant in front of your door to once that bad spirit is wandering around and it comes in front of your door, it's like, oh, not here. See what I mean? So yeah, I love every plant that has its own boldness and its own
Yes.
uniqueness.
Girl, speaking
See
of
what I
in
mean?
front of the door, in front of the house, because this is the reasoning. And it just popped up in my head today. I saw a peacock in front of my house, which is okay. So in Coral Gables and in Coconut Grove, there's peacocks everywhere. There's certain cities that there's peacocks everywhere. In my city, I've never seen a peacock ever. And I'm from here.
Right.
I've never seen a peacock in my city. And, today we're filming this on Easter Sunday. And so this peacock was in front of the house. And I just instantly was like, what does this mean?
Oh,
So I
sure.
went in, yes, and I went in deeper into the research, and just magic. It just
Yeah.
exactly what I'm supposed to know and feel, and then hey, believe it or not, family, I looked twice and then it was gone. I saw it again. I called my daughter, and I was like, so we kind of followed it, My mom was like, "Did you get a picture?" And I was like, "A little bit, like
Yeah.
the end of it." And then once we saw it, my daughter and I,
Yeah.
it was time to go because we were getting into the car.
Right.
And then I just didn't see it anymore. And I knew that it was meant for us to see, like right in front of the house, directly in front of the house. Like I could have seen you over there across the
Right.
street, but
Right.
I saw you right at the moment that I walked out. So it was just very magical. So a part of that, I have Leaf of Life all in front of my house. I have aloe, I have asosi, I have
Which I love. Let me tell you, I was drinking asosi throughout my entire pregnancy.
For real?
Because I was addicted to the taste. Literally. I love it. I love it. I love it.
That's
I love
rare
it.
because
Yeah.
it's so
Bitter. I know. Very bitter. It reminds me a little bit of motherwort. I don't know if you know that
do, I
herb.
do.
It's really like the mother of your womb. And the bitterness kind of sometimes reminds me of asosi as well. But another magical plant
Of course.
that you can use for literally everything.
Yes, and vervain
Yeah.
is in front of the
Yeah.
house, and yeah, girl.
And I
we could-
think for you already know what the peacock signifies.
yes,
you know?
I do. and then reading it, of course, and
Yeah.
getting more into depth and going into the portal. You know, people say go into the rabbit hole. Is it the rabbit hole? I say portal. And I've been carrying, you know, I have a lot of purses. I'm into fashion, go green fashionista. Most of it is all eco-friendly. I think that's the first time I name dropped myself. But
Hey,
I
you
have
have
a
to do
peacock.
that.
If you look over there, my purse is a
Yeah.
peacock. You know, so it's yeah, you know, and it just hit me like I've been walking around with this purse. This was my purse of choice in these past couple of weeks. You know,
Yeah.
because you know we switch it up. We're Libras.
Yeah.
We switch
Yeah.
up the fashion.
Let me tell you, don't even ask me how many
This-
times
you
I
did this
changed my
right.
outfit
You did this.
today. Because I'm like, I want to wear sweatpants. And I'm like, but. And I'm like, okay, Nina, just get out the house, Nina. But another, because you mentioned the peacock, I think when we are in tune, you get signs. And as sometimes they're little signs and sometimes they're big signs, but you get signs.
Yes.
And I always mention God before I mention
Yes.
anything else, because for me, God is at the root of it all.
Yes.
You know, before I say spirit, I say God. So I feel like sometimes when God is trying to make you see a bigger vision, he literally takes you away from specific places. He makes you enter different rooms. He makes your mind think differently. And once that starts to cultivate, then you start seeing little signs. And maybe signs that you probably, they were always there, you just never
Right.
noticed.
Right.
But because now you're in tune, you get to see the signs. Because
Yes.
sometimes it's just a little blockage. Sometimes it's literally leaving a room that no longer fits you.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And every time you are going throughout something, you're going to get things that match it up. You want to do good, trust me, God will send you good. He'll literally put people in your life, put you in places that you never thought you'd be in, just because you did the simple thing as removing yourself from somewhere you can no longer be.
Whoa. Whoa, girl. Whoa.
Yeah.
You're a gift.
So are you. So are you, Fab. So are you. And we all are gifted.
Yes. Yes.
We just, some choose to honor it and some don't.
Yep. Yep.
You know, and I choose to honor it because I understand the spirits that serve me. And a lot of time people get it mixed up. You know, we don't serve spirits. Spirits serve us. We honor spirits. But it's just like a flower. It's just like your child. If you nurture your flower, you water your flower, it blooms. So it's the same way you honor your spirits, you honor God, you bloom.
You bloom.
You ever tried spending a couple of days where you're not taking care of your spirituality? You ever try spending a couple of days you don't water your flower?
Girl.
What happens? You slowly,
Yeah.
it slowly,
Yeah, you feel it. You feel the
does.
diminished, but not all the way diminished because we
not all
catch
the
it.
way, because you catch yourself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
I think the portal is as that, and maybe that's why I have such a magnetic relationship with plant, because I see a lot of our lives as plants. We need love, we need nurturing, we need guidance. Yeah, we can break a little bit, but we can still rise up. And you see all that effect when you start taking care of a plant that was dying.
True. True. Like bring it back to life.
Oh, that is the
Those
most
that-
therapeutic thing you
What?
can witness.
I know. You're right. You're right. It's like, no. I'm going to catch it. Let me bring it back to life. And then you just nurture it and nurture it and just watch it. And it is the most beautiful, beautiful
It's like,
thing.
I
Beautiful
saved
sight.
you.
Yes.
I did that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Aw, Nina, thank you so much. I have some
you.
gifts for you because you're so
too.
deserving.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So
I
I-
feel safe too, Fabi.
Yes, tell me.
Yes, because I remember at the beginning of your massage, I kept telling you, you're safe. You're in a safe space.
Yes.
So now I'm in your world right now,
Yes.
right? Where the other day you were in my world. So I want to let you know I feel safe in your world. I feel safe in this space. And that's why I can be as comfortable and as open with you. You understand? So
Yes,
thank
and then
you.
you felt it out actually.
course.
So family, Nina For Your Soul is a sponsor. She sponsored Higher Frequency. So she felt it out and she said, I want to be a part of this. And so I'm so thankful, because we're still flowing.
Yes,
Higher
we are.
Frequency, the reasoning. And she deserves gifts, family. You
Amen.
deserve gifts.
I like
So-
gifts.
So first of all,
Yeah.
Exoticas is a sponsor as well. Of
course.
And whenever you're ready to go get your juice, your smoothie, your acai bowl, it's on me.
Got it.
That's that.
Got
Okay.
it. Got it. Thank you. Toast to
Keeps
that.
keeps going. So, we're Haitian and I'm plant-based.
Yes.
And there is a restaurant called Dub and Grub. And on Wednesdays, you just have to go on Wednesdays, though. You don't have to, but I
Yeah.
would love for you to go on a Wednesday because they do Haitian food, vegan Haitian food, but it's like they're correct. They're not even Haitian, but they're doing it right. And they make the Julie Jonjon and they make glio out of jackfruit and mushroom.
Really?
And they do the pickles right. They have the banan peze.
Wait.
It's called Dub and Grub.
Bring it back. You said they make the griot.
They
the
make
griot out
with
of.
jackfruit and mushroom. There's mushroom in there, but
Yeah.
the glio is jackfruit.
That's different.
It's impressive. And it's so good. So
Okay.
whenever you're ready to
Okay.
go get your plate, let me know. You have to let me know first because
Yeah.
I gotta call them and pay for it.
No problem. I'll let you know, and thank you for that. I can never say
Yes.
no to good food. Are
Good,
you joining
good.
me?
Yes.
Yeah, join me.
Actually, great idea.
Yeah.
Let's do it together.
Let's do that.
Yes,
I think it'll be even
They do
better.
mac and cheese too.
Yeah?
So
Okay.
you'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy
Okay.
it. So I know we switched spots because
Yeah.
that was your side. I know you guys never seen me on this side before. So my gifts are in that corner, so you can just grab that right there.
here?
First, grab that first.
This? Mm-hmm. Okay.
So Rolling Loud without the G, Rolling Loud. Plant-based medicine for you.
What? Is that what I think it is?
There's a couple of things in there. So turn it around so they can see the brand.
Listen,
I love how people get happy when
I can hold it up some more.
yes, Rolling Loud.
Wow.
Yes, and you will enjoy, my love.
Oh,
There's some.
Now I get
why.
it.
Yeah, I have to ask first because I don't want to there's some people who don't partake.
Yes.
So I want to ask
Oh
first,
my
but I don't want
God.
to give it away at
That
the same
is
time.
so beautiful of you to
Yes,
to do.
and there's some,
I
it's
don't-
plant-based.
Yeah, I don't want to kind of
yeah.
share what I have, so I'm gonna be stingy and I'm not gonna show. But wow, I'm very excited, and I'm definitely going to know when it's the right time to enjoy this.
I love that you said it like that.
Because medicine is good, and you always have to make sure that you are in the space and the readiness. And I
Yes.
feel like it's going to definitely either bring me new creations, new
say it.
ideas, new ventures, new adventures. I know it's going to create something great.
Oh yes,
Trust
higher
me.
frequency,
Yeah.
highest frequency.
Higher frequency. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, because it's the smallest things for me
Yes,
that
yes.
matters. I would have reacted the same way if it was a bouquet of flowers.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
that. I
so,
love that.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
for
these
thinking
flowers
about
right
me.
here.
I have them at home too.
But aren't they you can make tea with
Yeah,
these?
you can make
Can
tea.
you
People
explain?
use it. I don't really use it myself much, but I remember growing up in Haiti because if you recall, they were all over the gates
Right,
of our
right,
homes.
right.
So I know that they have them in different colors.
Yes.
But this one, if you boil it and you use the water for your hair, it technically helps strengthen your hair. But now in the sense of body work or drinking the tea, I don't know.
Okay.
But I know for your hair, people use it a lot for
I
their
love
hair.
that. Do
Just
you know
like
the
rosemary.
name of it? Because I just, okay.
It has an odd name though.
Okay.
Bush something.
Okay.
But I have one. It's not common. I don't find it common.
Right.
I only found it once. But I don't recall the name. But you know what? If you take a picture of it and you put it on
I'll send it.
ChatGPT right
Yeah,
now,
you're right.
it'll tell us the
Okay.
name.
Okay.
So we could do that too. Just like rosemary, like when you boil the water
Right.
and you soak your hair with it, it gives it strength.
Right.
You see
and
what I
an
mean?
aroma too
Yeah.
in the home.
Yeah.
So that's amazing.
But
That's
this
amazing.
one, it looks very soft.
It is
It
soft,
looks very
yes.
appealing.
Yes.
But in terms of drinking it now, we have to be very mindful too.
what to drink,
Right,
what not. I
because-
saw someone drinking it. That's why. So I figured maybe you would know.
Yeah.
And apparently, like the way she described it was very sweet, and I was very intrigued because I didn't. Same thing. I didn't know that you can drink it, but
Right.
I'll inquire more.
Yeah.
But that makes sense.
And you
with
can
the-
educate me on that too, sis.
Okay.
Because me, when I got it for the memory. Because it's one of the things I saw a lot as a kid.
Right.
So it reminded me, oh, I saw this in Petronville. So I have it in my yard because I don't go home as often. So my little yard is like home for me.
Right.
So that's why I mostly have it. So once you're able to get that knowledge, you pass on that knowledge to me,
Sure.
and I'll pass it on to another sister or another brother.
I love
all right?
that. I
That
love
way,
that.
we don't say we don't know no more. Okay?
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
And one more thing.
I get shy often. I'm
Girl.
a Libra. What am I getting?
Go Green Fashionista Mat. I gotta say my name more. Go Green
No
Fashionista family. Go Green
way.
Fashionista eco-friendly mat. I was very specific with the materials when it was being made.
Yeah.
And so it's right over there. Right over there. It's thick and it's a lifetime guaranteed
Oh
because
my
it's thick.
God.
It's
Can I
strong.
hug you?
Of course you can.
Okay. let's give a hug. Come on. Thank you so much. That's very thoughtful. Very, very thoughtful.
Of course. Heart to heart.
Thank you.
Heart to heart. I love you, girl.
Thank you.
Yes,
I love you,
of
and
course,
thank you.
Of course. I love you.
They
What
tell
a
you
hug.
when people are hugging you, if they don't hold you wiggle, it's not a real hug.
Oh my
this
gosh.
is mine.
Yes, that's yours.
Wow.
Enjoy, girl. So
I'm going
it was like
to my sister.
I love that because you know what? It was like because usually I bring
Wow.
people teas and sage,
Yeah.
and I was like, she has all of that.
I
She
do.
has all of
I
that
do.
already. So I had to be more specific. And
Yeah.
so an eco-friendly yoga mat, Go Green Fashionista.
And
There
I
will be a
usually-
link in
Yes.
the description too.
Wow.
And so yes, enjoy,
Thank you
love.
so much.
Enjoy. Thank you.
And-
then tell me, is there anything that you want to tell the people that you got going on?
I hate surprises, but I must say I like this surprise. Okay. Right now, honestly, I'm just keeping the flow up, bettering myself. I'm in school too,
Yes.
4 years old, so it's just continuing the year. Remember, it's a horse year, and the horse year is one of my spirit animals, so it's a very dear year for me, not staying stagnant. So my goal is whatever I started this year, it's getting finished. It's not moving towards 2027. If I open up a project, we're closing that project. If we open up a deal, we're closing that deal. So I tell the people, you do the same. Remember the promises that you made to yourself. Keep them. They are watching you. The promises are counting on you.
Yes, girl.
And that's really the most genuine advice I could tell the community. Don't short yourself.
I love that.
Don't half-ass yourself. Can I curse?
Of course, I say that all the time. I say that when I'm training. I'm like, don't half-ass yourself, you guys. Just
Don't
do it.
half-ass yourself. Multiply your worth.
Yes.
Multiply. Before you even talk about wealth, you talk about your worth.
Word.
Big time.
Word. Yes, family. You hear that? Until next time, higher frequency,
Hey.
the reasoning with Nina for your soul.
Ashe.
Yes.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Fabi.
you, love. I love you.
I love you. I'm going to call my sister and brag about this because she's a yoga instructor. So I'm going to tell her, look,
Good.
I got some new mat. I'm ready for a class.
Okay, good. And you could fold it. You could
Yeah. Nice. Thank you so
Beautiful.
much again.
Thank you, love. Thank you. Yes. Thank
Ashe.
you.
And don't forget, protect your heart.
Protect your heart. 423. I hope this comes out. I think it's gonna come. Yeah, it's gonna come out before
Yeah.
423.
Yeah.
So I think, but even if it doesn't, it's every year.
Yeah.
423.
Oh, it's once a year.
It's once a year
Nice.
on April 23rd every year.
But
Protect
Fabi,
your
you've
heart.
been doing your. Come on. Like, wait. Before we go, you've been doing your thing too
Thank you.
for a while now.
Yes.
And I think higher frequency made a name for itself in the
Yes.
community. In Miami, I have to give you that respect too. So salute you, man.
Thank you.
Keep doing your thing and big up.
Thank you,
because
my
don't
love.
stop. Because I've met you with this, and it just
elevated.
elevated
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
elevated. So
Thank you.
congratulations on that too.
Thank you, my love.
Real
Thank
recognize
you.
real.
Higher frequency, family.
Thank you so
All right,
much.
no
It was a
problem, no
pleasure.
problem.
All
Thank
right?
you.
Ashe. Cut.